12 around the league was absolute chaos. Overtime finishes, wild comebacks, and a handful of games that flipped the playoff picture on its head. Some teams rose, some collapsed, and a few shocked everybody. Let's dive into the moments that really mattered here. So, as always, we start off with Thursday, but should we give people the big news about this week? No, we'll do it at the end.
Yeah.
We'll do it at the end. So let's go to Thursday here. So Thursday, the Bills came into Houston looking for an easy win. CJ Stroud out of concussion protocol. Davis the Neck Mills in at quarterback. My God, I swear that guy is like Joffrey from Toys R Us's kid or something. Ridiculous. Texans squeaked one out though, guys. 23-19. Davis Mills only threw for 153 yards. Did have 2 touchdowns in the first half there. This is Houston's third straight win. Third straight win. And the first time they're over 500 for the season there. The defense just absolutely wrecked the game. 8 sacks on Josh Allen. 3 takeaways by safety Caleb Bullock. Like 3 takeaways by one person. That included a pick, by the way, at the 9-yard line there with under 30 seconds left to kill Buffalo's final drive as they were trying to make a comeback. Like it was a really good game. Really good game. Allen, for his end, threw for 253 yards, no touchdowns. And unfortunately, just had a lot of issues, guys, on the red zone and had a lot of issues keeping Josh Allen on his feet. And that's a bad recipe for disaster for most teams, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. But going into Sunday football.
Sunday
night. Well, it's actually day, but
Sunday afternoon.
You had the number 1 seed in the Colts playing the Chiefs, who have not been good this year.
No, they've been playing like the Chefs.
Not Chief-esque. Yeah, exactly. Interesting note to go into this game that Patrick Mahomes has never lost 3 straight games, which made this very exciting because late into the third quarter, the Colts were dominating this game up 20-9. But there was DJ looked like he was playing for the Giants. There was absolute collapse where they went 4 3-and-outs from the fourth quarter into overtime, and they Giants this game. DJ Giants this game is what happened. Patrick Mahomes posted a season high 352 passing yards, who also became the fastest QB to make 35,000 yards in his career. All while doing a comeback. So you wonder if he realized he did that until way later.
He still got it, so.
Oh, 100%. Kareem Hunt got a 2-yard touchdown. And then Rashid Wright had a 2-point conversion, which allowed a late field goal at the end to tie this game going 20-20. And in overtime, Rice and Hunt fielded another drive, and Bucker hit his 5th field goal of the day with 27-yard game winner. Clapping a 14-0 fourth quarter run by Kansas City.
Yeah. Talk about a tale of 2 games. First half was all Colts, second half all Chiefs. And in the end, one has a good quarterback and one doesn't. That's the difference maker in most games.
Well, one has a great quarterback and the other has
okay-ish.
Something. Yeah.
I'm still not, like I said, I'm still not sold on DJ being anything better. I'm really not. So
what he was. Yeah.
We got a game that you didn't think was going to be a good game, but it turned out to be a damn good game. Seahawks going into Tennessee to face the Titans. Jaxon Smith-Njigba continued to absolute crazy this kid's had so far. 167 yards receiving, 2 touchdowns, setting a single season receiving yardage record for the Seattle Seahawks in the process. Keep in mind, the Seahawks have had a lot of good receivers. This is not a team that hasn't had good receivers. So when you break a receiving record in Seattle, that means something, point blank. And remember as well, who were the 2 goofballs who told you guys that kid was going to be special? Just saying. We were all about him. We wanted him so bad in that draft. It's not even funny.
Numero uno.
Now, one of his 2 touchdowns was a back-breaking tight end that just absolutely flipped the momentum after Tennessee had been hanging around kind of all game long there, helping Seattle pull ahead for good there. The Titans, from their end, though, their skid continues. Defense struggles again. Can't stop letting up explosive pass plays there. And unfortunately wasted what was actually a decent effort from the offense. 24 points for the Titans is like the equivalent of most teams scoring 40.
I was going to say maybe 45.
So,
it was Ward's best game of his season and career, if you will.
Yes, nothing that's saying much, but yes.
I was supposed to say it's not saying much, but
yeah, I'm not trying to pick on the kid. He's a rookie. You got to give him time, but
on a bad team.
So Seattle ends up winning 30-24, and we thought it'd be an absolute blowout. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, so you got to worry about how Seattle looks going to next week and the rest of the year because they were dominant for 10 weeks of football, but last 2 weeks, a little suspect.
Yeah, I mean, well, you're also sometimes you play down to opponents, which brings us to our next game.
Our next game did not happen. I was wrong, and I got to sleep on the couch because I took the Packers not to cover this game, playing the Vikings, and the Packers just want to put a whooping on this Minnesota offense and their defense. Minnesota's offense just never looked good through the whole game. They just kept on repeating plays. It looked like I was taking crazy pills and just watching them try and make the same move. Kind of looked like watching the Giants a couple weeks ago. Let's do the same couple moves
weeks ago or any week.
Maybe. Yeah. It was just the run game never got working. And you got Aaron Jones in the backfield. Aaron Jones Sr. now. And he's not, they didn't even put him out there. They were playing from behind the whole time. Packers defense, though, woof. They just smothered and just did not let up this whole game. They smashed this Vikings offense, holding them to just 2 field goals and the lowest yardage output of the season this year for the Vikings. So,
and you know what the crazy part is? In the last 3 weeks, JJ McCarthy has 6 interceptions he's given up.
Oh, his thing is he typically does the reverse Giants. He doesn't play good football for 3 quarters, but somehow squeaks out the win. And
not anymore.
Not this time.
So
but yeah. And then the crazy thing too is Josh Jacobs did not play this game. So he was beat up. So they put Emmanuel Wilson, which I picked up on fantasy. Kudos for me because he did awesome. He put up 107 yards rushing, and then he also had 2 touchdowns on the day. So they pretty much relied on him like the Josh Jacobs, and it was a pretty smooth transition.
Yeah, I mean, luckily they had somebody they trusted back there, that's for sure. But, I think the big thing for me on this game was JJ, though. I really do. I think I got to, wonder, would the Vikings at the end of the year give up and try to move on?
I don't think so because he's also coming off a serious injury, and it's his first year back from it. So it's kind of like he's a rookie coming off this injury, so he's not playing to his fullest. What's he do? He gets another year.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean,
also depends.
You got to at least bring in competition.
Yeah, it also depends on where. I mean, you're just talking about drafting one, or are you just going to talk about picking up?
I don't know. It depends on what they think of him overall, But that's bad.
Yeah,
that's really bad. So, but yeah, did you get a final score? Did you get the final score? I didn't hear the score.
23-6. Yeah, so
there we go. Okay. I was making sure. So we had the Jets going into Baltimore.
Signing game.
Baltimore. Oh my God! If you love defensive struggles, this is right up your alley. Baltimore just couldn't even score. We expected the Jets not to be able to score, but the Baltimore Ravens couldn't start scoring either. Finally, in the third quarter, they just blew the game wide open. Derrick Henry scores 2 rushing touchdowns, and they end up getting their 5th straight win as they are definitely back into contention in the AFC, starting 1-5 on the season, and now they're 6-5, and now above 500. They're in a tie atop the NFC North. Even Their defense has looked a whole lot better. Henry's gotten better. Lamar Jackson's back playing it again. The Jets actually led 7-3 at halftime, guys. Like, they were in the game for a good amount.
They were.
Yeah.
Lamar has not looked good coming back.
Looked better than the Tyler Huntley.
Yeah, it's not saying much either.
Saying or what's his name? The old Cowboys quarterback they had for a while. I mean, it's like, yeah, he's still an improvement there, but yeah, Ravens end up winning 23-10, guys.
Yeah, brutal. And then we got our game, which we talked about, I guess we're a little more upset than breaking down stats. Obviously, you guys tuned in yesterday. You're a Giants fans tuned into this game, but just in case you missed what happened on yesterday's game, Giants lose in overtime, 34-27, in a heartbreaking fashion, and it's mostly because of Gibbs, who was absolutely ridiculous. The guy had 264 rushing yards.
Yeah.
From the scrimmage, 3 touchdowns, which included a 69 walk-off touchdown in overtime.
Yeah.
That sealed the deal.
Yeah. Well, kind of walk-off. It was the last offensive play for them. We got a chance to repeat it and couldn't do it, but it's insanity. That whole game is insanity. You know what, though? I'm going to say this. We won. Because Shane Bowen's gone.
We also didn't lose in the fourth quarter. At least we took the overtime. Little wins.
We've done that twice now and lost both times, though. So sad.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, what are you still giving more? They're supposed to go watch the post game.
Fine. Watch the post game.
Watch the post game. Sure. We had a post game.
I have all these notes.
Watch the post game episode.
Go Winston.
Now we had what it might have been the best game of the week here.
Surprise game.
Yeah, I thought it'd be a good one there. The Steelers going into Chicago. See the Bears there, don't you know? Listen, no Aaron Rodgers. That was a big change of pace, obviously, there. You got Mason Rudolph having his Christmas party early. But Caleb Williams, 239 yards, 3 touchdowns, including 2 to DJ Moore, and they just squeaked out a win there. Chicago's defense, they give up a lot of points, 28 points there. But they did also have a lot of sacks there, including 2 by Montez Sweat, and had key stops when they had to. So at least they did what they had to do when they had to do it. Pay attention, Giants defense. So Pittsburgh did get a late touchdown to pull within 3, but couldn't get the ball back, and Chicago basically just converted enough first downs to go ahead and bleed the clock out. Chicago wins 31-28. Like I said earlier, if you're going to rewatch any game this week, that's probably the best one to do.
Yeah. We figured out who was the king of the North. Da Bears. Who would have said that? Who would have thought that?
Winter is coming.
Yes, winter is coming. I'm saying AFC North and NFC North. They had their mini Super Bowl. Anyway, another game that you wouldn't think that was going to be as exciting either.
Oh, I thought so.
The Bengals hosting the Patriots. You thought that was going to get crazy close?
Listen, if there's one thing about Wacko Flacco, he's putting points up and making games interesting.
You're 100% right. Well, Wacko Flacco lost the game. Well, maybe not him, but Drake May won this game 26-20. But just like you said, Cincinnati jumped ahead 10-0 without Lamar, without Jamar Chase either. Who hocked to it.
Lamar. Lamar.
Jamar.
Where was Lamar at?
Jamar Chase, who hocked to a Steelers.
Hanging out too much with Jalen Carter.
Yeah. But really fascinating. We flipped around the game in the second quarter with Hunter Henry touchdown, and then Marcus Jones picked up a pick 6 to give the Pats a lead, and they just never looked back.
Yeah.
Drake May managed the game and kept the chains moving despite the injuries on both sides, helping the Patriots become the league's first 10-win team. So now they lead the AFC. And they also extended their winning streak to 9. So
9.
Kudos to them. Remember, they lost to the Raiders like week 1.
I know they did.
Crazy.
Craziness.
The Bengals had a chance to bring this back late, but stalled repeatedly and just couldn't make anything happen. They just couldn't get that punch that go ahead to finish the score. They just couldn't do it. They're right there. Get the touchdown. I can't do it.
Oh no, get in the chopper.
Yeah.
Next up, we got the matchup that everybody wanted to see. Everybody wanted to see this matchup here. The Browns at the Raiders with Shedeur Sanders starting his very first game ever in the NFL. But he won. He did something that a Browns quarterback has not done since 1999, winning their first start as a Cleveland Brown. It's literally the first time since 1999 that has happened. Did throw a touchdown, avoid any kind of big mistakes there, but really just let the defense do their thing. Myles Garrett. We just have a little Myles Garrett like appreciation here.
Oh my God.
So less than a month ago, Myles Garrett had 5 sacks on the season. 5. He had just gone over having 1 sack in 4 weeks straight. I mean, one sack per week, 1 sack in 4 weeks. That was October 19th. Since then, 5 sacks against the Patriots, 1 against the Jets, 4 against the Ravens, now 3 against the Raiders. He has 18 sacks on the year. Got 13 sacks in the last 4 weeks. That's a lot.
Absolutely absurd. That's a huge sack ratio.
Most people never have that in a season, let alone 4 weeks. Like absolutely insanity. Like imagine being disappointed when you only got 1 sack.
Yeah,
like that's probably him.
Terrible game.
Like absolutely goddamn ridiculous. So kudos to him in a great year. But like I said, yeah, they just did enough at that point to go ahead and get the win. I will say this. I know a lot of people will sit there and get all excited about Shedeur Sanders, who they've already said will start next week. But, guys, he played the Raiders. Like, I'm not trying to be about it, but he played the Raiders.
Now you got to question yourself. Does Sneaky Pete still have it?
No.
Or is it the Raiders curse?
It snuck out.
Oh, right at the back door.
But they got the 49ers next week. So let's see. Let's see what they do. Against the 49ers with Shedeur Sanders. I also saw Jay saying Ashton Genty is a bust. Yeah. 604 yards in the season, 3.6 yards per carry average, and 4 touchdowns.
It's most of those are 3 games. It's
not been good. Not been good.
Yeah, he's also playing for the Raiders, so poor guy.
He also got ran to the ground in college. That's one of the things we talked about going to the draft, is that I wasn't sure about him because of that. He got ran point blank to the ground. So that's exactly what it looks like is going on there. But yeah, Browns win 24-10. After the game, actually today, I should say, Chip Kelly got fired as the offensive coordinator of the Raiders. They've now fired their offensive coordinator and their special teams coach in back-to-back weeks. It's not just us that's dysfunctional.
Yeah. Yay.
Yeah.
They suck too. All right, up next you had the Jaguars.
The Jaguars.
They were being hosted by the Arizona Cardinals. Which is another game that was
doesn't sound quite like English. It's a Cardinal.
Yeah, this game was sneaky good as well, and it was more of a defensive game than you would think. The Jaguars pulled out a sneaky win in overtime, 27-24. Trevor Lawrence was up and down all day long. He had 256 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and 4 turnovers. Not good. 3 interceptions and a fumble. But
up and down like his hair in the wind.
It's so beautiful. But
blowing locks.
He still led nail biter every game and 4th quarter touchdown. that was capped by a 9-yard strike to Parker Washington. So
Parker.
it was Parker.
Every time I hear
Arizona-
Parker, I can't help but do like J. Jonah Jameson in my head from like
Parker.
McGuire Spider-Man ones specifically.
Oh, yeah.
Parker.
J. Jonah Jameson. What's his name? Who is that actor? Absolutely amazing.
I forget.
I just want to play his name.
He's amazing at it. I'm looking it up right now, and it is J.K. Simmons. There we go.
That's it, J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, fantastic. Also, go back to this game. Arizona's defense forced all 4 of those turnovers, included a defensive tackle, Walter Nolan, which caused that fumble return for a touchdown, and Buda Baker interception, which set up Dorse to score, keeping them keeping the game in. Yeah, keeping the Cardinals in the game. But yeah, Cardinals tied it late with the late field goal. But in overtime, Trevor smoothed the Jags into range, and the rookie kicker, Cam Little, drilled a 52-yarder for the game winner. He's just a little guy, but before the season started, he was practicing 65-yard field goals. This guy's nuts.
I said he hit one in the game.
Yeah, absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Jacksonville's defense quality dominated up front with 6 sacks, bailing out the offense and all those crazy turnovers after each mistake, with making a character win that moved them from 4-7 to firmly into the AFC playoff mix.
Next up, we got a game that, listen, I would say this would be the game of the week if you and I didn't hate both these two teams. It's like we hope for this game to be a tie every single time. That's what we hope for. The Eagles at the Cowboys in an absolute nail biter. Eagles started off there 21-0 in the first half. Jalen Hurts had a rushing touchdown, a touchdown pass to A.J. Brown. Maybe he'll stop complaining because he finished with 110 receiving yards. Probably not. Dak Prescott ends up with the game 354 passing yards and 2 touchdowns, a rushing touchdown, and had just a massive, massive comeback. Like I said, it started the game 21-0 for the Eagles. It ends up being 24-21 for the Cowboys. That's listen, I don't like to give the Cowboys credit, but that was legit. That was a legit comeback there. 24-yard completion to George Pickens was a big part of setting up the final winning kick there. Brandon Aubrey hits a 42-yard field goal, and literally right as time expires. Stop me if you heard that before, Giants fans. To complete a 21-point comeback there and hand the Eagles just an absolute crushing loss after starting like that. Eagles completely shut out in the second half there. Drives just stalling, defensive breakdowns, and it went from could have been a statement win starting 21-0 to just everybody's now asking the questions again about the run game, about their depth, about this offense not rolling like it should be. All the questions keep coming in now, and the Eagles, like I said, not as good as people think they are. I know they somehow win. They're clutch. I give them that. They're clutch, but they're just not a good team as a lot of people think they are.
They're a good team. They're just not a great team. A lot of people are thinking, because they do figure out ways how to win.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. They're clutch. They're 100% clutch. Like I don't want to take it away from them and say they're a crap team. They're not crap, but they're not as good as they've done lately. They've done a lot with a little. You know what I mean?
100%.
And I mean that specifically about Jalen Hurts. Oh, hope that hurts.
Yeah. Ooh, tush push, ouch.
Ooh, bish. Ooh.
Yeah.
I got chili peppers in my head now. Thank you.
Up next, you had the Saints hosting the Falcons. Well, the Falcons flew in there and just smashed them 24-10. Kirk Cousins started in place of Penix Jr., who's in IR, is probably going to be out for the year.
If not forever.
If not forever. Probably not. Well, maybe. That's his third knee injury, fourth knee injury.
Yeah. That's
Kurt went for 16 of 23. Yeah, pretty much. He went for 16 of 23 with 199 yards with 2 touchdowns, and he just did enough on the air to keep this offense moving, and the defense to help win the game as well. Bijan and Aguilar combined had 114 rushing yards and 42 receiving yards. Give the Falcons a balance of helping them in the backfield when there's some obvious passing plays to go down. Giving Kurt a little more time in that backfield, because last time Kurt played the Saints, we talked about it last week, he got smashed.
Smash.
But the key difference in this game, it's been the explosive plays. There's a 40-yard touchdown pass to Darnell Mooney, a long screen to Robson to set up scores, while the defense forced key turnovers and got game-sealing interception from Watts. The only touchdown for New Orleans came from a pick six. This team looked terrible. They missed 2 field goals, and so they were stuffed on a 4th and goal at the 2, which is really terrible because you had Tyler Shuck, who had 243 yards as the rookie in this terrible offense, and it wasted his day.
They wasted everybody's day who was watching the game. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
so pretty much. The Saints need a quarterback. Let's be very frank. The Saints need a quarterback, and now the Falcons need a quarterback. I want all the needy quarterback teams. I want them all needy. So hopefully we can trade down. Trade down. But I'm being selfish.
Trade down.
All right, let's get into the last game here that's completed. We'll give you guys where we're at as far as the Monday night game here in a minute, but the Sunday night game that we expected to be a very good game was not a very good game unless you're a Rams fan. Stafford just absolutely carved up Tampa. 3 first half touchdowns, 2 specifically to Devontae Adams, as the Rams started off 31-7 halftime lead. That's insanity at halftime. So the win moves the Rams up to the top seed in the NFC, and literally you can hear the SoFi Stadium fans just chanting MVP for Stafford. It's insanity how good he's been this year. Absolute insanity. Defensively, LA
37, 38 years old with a bad back. It's about to be nominated MVP of the NFL. It's like him, the old guy, or the young pup. Those are the 2 guys in the contentions right now.
Yeah, it's insanity. On the defense, the Rams had Kobe Durant had a pick 6, constant pressure. Baker Mayfield threw 2 interceptions and actually ended up leaving with a potential shoulder injury. I know they're doing an MRI today. Again, being that I live in Tampa Bay, I hear too much what's going on with the Bucs there. But he had just 41 passing yards before exiting the game there. And the Bucs never scored in the entire first half, and now who even knows what's going to happen to this team now? Because if Baker's out, guys, their backup is Teddy Bridgewater. That's who played the second half. The guy was literally out last year coaching high school football. That's not even a joke. Like legit, he was coaching high school football last year. So I don't. It's too late to trade for somebody. If not, maybe Joe Burrow goes to a 3rd team, cut him, and let him go there. Joe Burrow. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Wacko Flacco. Let Wacko Flacco go there. Can you imagine Joe Flacco on his 3rd team?
Hey, listen, he's just happy to play football at this point. He'll go wherever he needs to. At least the weather's nicer down in Tampa.
It is very nice. It's like 80 degrees this time of year. I freaking love it. We're gonna have another outdoor Thanksgiving this year.
Meanwhile, in Cincinnati, he's probably dealing with 40 degrees right now.
And Ohio. On the last game there, guys, right now as we're recording this, the Niners 10-3 on the Panthers. 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, so you'll have to look beyond this for the final score there. But the big news is that Rob and I were all excited because we're all tied up at the start of the week there after 11 weeks of picks. And guess what? After 12 weeks, we're all tied up. Because Rob and I officially tied up 100% there. So We'll have to see what we can do overall. I didn't put our scores in for the
Well,
last
we both picked.
year, but we both picked the same people. So
I was about to say we still got 2 points, I think, right? I think
no, we each got 2 points. We picked the Bucks to cover the spread, which obviously they did not do. So you and I both have 30 points for the week, puts us both to 315 points overall. And we still have tonight's game, but you and I again picked the same thing at that point there. We both picked the Niners to win, we picked the Panthers to cover, and we picked the under. So, and the spread was 7 points when we did it. So let me see, what was the score again? So we're right at their spread. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens overall. So I mean, listen, we're not doing too bad, I feel like, at this point there, because we're both around 40% for our spread picks when we're picking every single game. There's obviously a lot of games we said point blank we wouldn't touch. If we were just doing the ones like most people do, we'd be fine. And on the overall picks, we're both like mid 60s basically on that percentage there. What you just crush at point blank is the trifectas. You're like 54% trifectas for the year. I don't know. Trifectas, I'm sorry, for over-unders for the year. I don't understand.
That'd be ridiculous.
Yeah. I don't understand how that number is so high, but somehow you do that.
Some way.
Kudos to you on that one there. Like I said, picking every single one and being over 50%, that's pretty damn good. So.
Thanks for watching. Like the show? Of course you do, or you would have turned it off by now and not be hearing me. There are plenty of ways to support the show. YouTube is the best place to join us, and we offer memberships there with fun benefits like custom emojis and early access to video clips. Of course, there you can also send super chats and stickers to send one-time support payments. The best way to support the show is to buy these drunk idiots beers at buymeacoffee.com/2giantgoofballs. Along with one-time support payments, there are also monthly plans, so you can continue to help kill their livers each month. You can also show people that you are a goofball by visiting our store at 2giantgoofballs-shop.fourthwall.com. We got everything from shirts, hats, phone cases, funny candles, buttons, stickers, and even a 2 Giant Goofballs towel to dry off your goofballs. Of course, you can always support the show for free by simply hitting the like, subscribe, and share button wherever you are watching or listening to this. Hit the thumbs up on YouTube. Leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. It helps the show tremendously, and quite frankly, the goofballs suck at marketing and need your help to get the word out. Thank you for being part of the Goofball Army and for taking the time out to support the show.
If you like that clip,
then you will love the full episodes too.
Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm